Hey guys, Alden here, back with episode number 9 on my quest to level 50 series. Now firstly, I'm just going to apologise because there has been a little bit of a lack of uploads when it does come to this series, but as I'm sure you've seen, I've had some pretty interesting other content I've had to work on. That's the Easter event. I've also been doing sneak peeks for the Sunshine Island team. Unfortunately, you might hear it in my voice as well, I have been a little bit sick. But I am now getting a chance to record this video for you guys, so we're going to jump in today, and let me tell you, it's been over 2 weeks since that last video, and we have done a lot on my islands. So first things first, I am level 38 now. In the last episode I was level 37, and of course that's when I had the little mishap with needing the rice fields. But we are now up to level 38 and we're actually over 10 million experience points as well, which is really nice. Since that last episode over 2 weeks ago, we have actually gained over 2 million XP, which, yeah, I'm closing in on level 40. A few of my guildmates have managed to get pretty far ahead of me. We were kind of racing, so I guess I'm going to need to do some serious catching up. But let's dive straight into what I have done. So over on Haven, on the main island, I did one more expansion. So you'll see I've kind of completed this row that I was doing right here. I'm not planning on doing too many more expansions on Haven. I'm definitely saving up for probably Jade. That's going to be my next expansion. You'll see I have an additional pine tree nursery as well. I now have 3 pine tree nurseries, all of which have been leveled up to level 4 because Pine is a guild project we run quite a lot during the guild tournament, so it was high on my priority list. But with all these upgrades, I did have to upgrade one of my houses by another level, so it was this house right here we actually got from level 2 up to level 3, and then straight after doing that I also went ahead and I upgraded my town hall from level 4 to level 5. So that is why I've got quite a lot of population at the moment. As I'm sure you guys know, my recommendation is always to keep that population count as close to 0 as you possibly can. But for me, I'm sitting up at 18, so I've got a lot of upgrades I need to do, but this population is definitely going to come in handy. And some more of those upgrades I did do over on my Haven Island was my fields, because we do a lot of carrot and wheat projects, so getting those fields upgraded for me was definitely a priority. So I now have 5 fields all up at level 5. It's all these ones towards the left hand side, which leaves me with 7 fields at level 4, all of which I do plan on hopefully upgrading very soon. Alright, so moving over into my library, I did a lot of upgrades in my library. So let's jump on over first of all to the production section, and yeah, there's a lot that we've done. The first of which, I got my bread bonus all the way up to maximum level, 5 out of 5, which gives us +5, definitely going to help us out when doing those corn and bread projects. I also went ahead and I got my corn up to level 4, definitely plan on getting that final 5th level fairly soon because it's still relatively cheap. I also increased my flour bonus up to 5 out of 5, so that is completely maxed out as well. And the other one I did here on the production side was the cotton boost. I got it up to 3 out of 5. Now moving on over to the delivery section, there was quite a lot that we did. The first priority, of course, for me, because I was running a challenge, which actually you guys haven't seen yet because it's taking quite a lot of editing, but it was the time reduction on the marketplace. So I managed to get this up to maximum level, which is level 2, which you take 5 minutes for each level with a maximum of -10 minutes. So managed to get both of these done. I also went ahead and I upgraded my plain coins bonus. I more did this because I needed to unlock stuff further down in the delivery section, and these were really cheap and easy upgrades to do. And the only other one that I have done is I've maxed out my deeds for the marketplace. Now you'll see the only one I have got left really for the marketplace is the shovels. But I'm not too worried about the shovels at the moment because I always feel that I do have plenty of them. But certainly when I'm going to start putting resources into the delivery section again, this is going to be a priority. But I have pretty much abandoned my production section for quite a while, other than those upgrades that I did within the last kind of week or so. So my main focus at the moment is on the production section, because comparing myself to my guildmates, I'm definitely starting to fall behind on those. And that is pretty much everything I have done over here on the main island. So if we hop on over to my Tropicalis island, let's jump in and talk about what I've done over here. So the first thing is I upgraded my town hall over here as well up to level 5. Once I had upgraded that town hall to level 5, I did a few upgrades, but then I kind of slacked on population again, so I had to go ahead and upgrade another house, and this was the house I decided to do. You'll see if we jump over here, the cost 840 and 3,200, so it was quite an expensive upgrade for that house on Tropicalis up to level 5, but for me it's probably going to be worth it, because I'd rather put those resources into one house than have to build another one and use up some of the space, because I've really been struggling for space over here on Tropicalis. And you'll see my main priority has been the coffee breweries. Now I have upgraded all of my breweries up to level 3, and I have built 2 additional ones. This one was an additional one, and the one at the back here, which is still level 1, is an additional one as well. Now I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep this level 1 coffee brewery, but I did definitely need it to help stockpile some when it came to that player tournament, and also we do a lot of these projects during the guild tournament, one of which you can see we are running currently, so having a little bit of extra coffee is definitely helping me out. And moving on over to the Jade Island, this is where I've done the fewest amount of changes. The only thing I have actually done is I upgraded this 5th and final mine up to level 3, but that is really all I've done over here. So I think it's about time we did something else on the Jade Island, and this is to prepare for level 39, because if we come over here to the farming section and scroll across, you will see the food stand is unlocked at level 39, and I have been warned by my guildmates I'm definitely going to need lots of space, because apparently you need at least 2 if not 3 rice fields to kind of keep up with production. So it's going to cost me 11 million gold, 2,200 deeds and 9,000 shovels. So this is definitely a pretty expensive upgrade, and I have kind of been holding off on doing these because I've seen so many people complain about the cost of the expansions, and I had a feeling that the team might actually listen to these people complaining and reduce the cost, so I kind of was hoping they might do that, but it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, nope, it wasn't in that last sneak peek video, it's not in the upcoming updates that I know of anyway, so I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, and we're gonna go ahead and expand. There we are. So we've kind of completed this row right here, and honestly right now I don't really need the extra rice field, so I'm gonna do a little bit of adjusting, and I'm probably going to go ahead and build some extra mines. Alright, so for right now it looks like we can probably fit 2 extra mines in here, so that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm not too bothered about much else, but for me I think probably the mines are going to be helping us out the most to stockpile those ores for the next player tournament. I'm not going to keep these mines because these 2 spaces are going to probably be used up by the food stand and then an additional rice field, but for right now we might as well take advantage of the empty space and go ahead and grab those 2 additional mines. That takes our population all the way down to 0, so I probably will need to consider upgrading one of these houses, but you'll see I do have enough resources to upgrade these. It's going to give us an extra 5 population to kind of play around with, but for right now I'm fairly happy. We're sitting on 32 happiness, so maybe not quite that happy. I've got my fingers crossed that that Jade loyalty point decoration that did just get announced in that recent sneak peek, if you haven't already checked out the video, I would definitely recommend doing so. I really hope that it is a 3x3 decoration, because Jade for me, you'll see, this is like Tetris, and the only decoration we have is this lonely little flower bed sitting right in the middle of all of my buildings. So it's definitely, yeah, I've definitely got my fingers crossed that we're going to be seeing a 3x3, because if it's any bigger, even a 6x6, I think I am really going to struggle to find space for it. But needs must, and yeah, we're definitely going to need to see kind of how that plays out. Alright, so next up you'll see I do actually have some quests that I am able to collect. I have 4 of them sitting in total, and I still have these 2, which I think I got both of these quests at like level 16, 17, something like that, because I'm sure on my mini account that I made for that Easter egg video, I have this exact achievement. In fact, I'm 100% sure that I've got this achievement. So for me, it's pretty crazy that I still haven't completed them, but I don't need to complete them. There's no need. So I'm kind of holding off on those ones, but I'm actually not going to collect the rest of these quests. I know I typically do tend to do that in these episodes, but I'm not doing that because you'll see the season is refreshing in 1 day and 8 hours. And more often than not, those like seasonal quests you get, the really long ones, there is an XP one. So you gain 1 million XP, something like that. So for me, it probably makes sense to save up these quests so you can complete that nice and quickly, and you can speed your progress up through the tasks and through the challenges. Because if you didn't already see, next season at the end of the rewards section, there is going to be a bonus chest, a bonus something that we're going to be able to get. So it's definitely going to be probably within everyone's best interest to speedrun that. This is only going to be available for those with a festival pass, but for me, I'm going to be trying to get there as quickly as I possibly can. But that is all we've got time for today. I don't have too much else I'm able to do because I have spent most of my resources, but thank you so much for watching, guys. All I'm going to say is the next video is definitely going to be a banger, and it was a challenge that I did in the last player tournament. Of course, if you're in my guild, you know what happened, so don't spoil it for anyone in the comments. But all I'm going to say is it's been a lot of work recording, it's been a lot of work editing, and it was a hell of a lot of fun to do. But I know you guys will enjoy it. So if you want to watch that video, you can go ahead and subscribe down below. Feel free to turn on notifications as well so you can be alerted whenever my videos do go live. If you also want to support me that little bit more, you can become a member, which is going to give you loads of awesome new perks. But that is all we've got time for. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next one, peace.